Hello there, you amazing people. Welcome to Rise Up to Positivity. I'm Heather, your positive mindset coach, here to help you quiet that negative self-talk, build an unshakable positive mindset while creating a more confident and fulfilling life without all that stress and self-doubt getting in the way. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. There was a season of my life where if someone had told me to just be grateful, I might have cried or screamed or possibly both. I was anxious all the time. I was in the middle of starting over in ways I hadn't chosen and wasn't ready for. And every count your blessing advice felt like someone was handing me a band-aid for a broken arm. I know what you're trying to do, but this is not the moment to do it. What I didn't know then is that I had completely misunderstood what gratitude actually is. Today, I'm going to share with you what I've learned because it just didn't help me feel better. It truly changed the way my mind works. And it can do the same for you. Here's the version of gratitude I was practicing during the hard season. That surface version. Every night I would write and say, I'm grateful for my home, my health, the people I love. Same list every night on autopilot. There was no feeling behind it, just words. And it wasn't working. Not because gratitude doesn't work, but because I was going through the emotions without going anywhere. My brain had tuned it out completely. The way it tunes it out when a car alarm is going off for an hour. Now, deep gratitude looks completely different. It's specific. It's rooted in a real moment. It's not, I'm grateful for my friend. That's the surface level or surface version. It's, I am grateful that she texted me on a Tuesday morning when she had no reason to. And that text made me feel like I wasn't invisible in the world. That's specific. That's what the brain actually responds to. That's what creates a genuine shift. Here's why this matters beyond just feeling better. When we practice specific, genuine gratitude constantly, the brain starts to change literally. The neural pathways associated with positive emotions get stronger. The amygdala, which is the brain's threat detect system, you know, that one that loves to wreak havoc and keep you up at 3 a.m., that becomes less reactive. You become more resilient without even trying. For someone who dealt with anxiety the way that I did, the constant scanning for what could go wrong, the mental preparing for the worst case scenarios at all times, This was life-changing to understand. My brain wasn't broken. It was just trained to look for the danger. And I can retrain it to look for something else. I want you to remember this. Gratitude is not about ignoring the hard things. It's about training your attention so that the hard things don't get to be the only thing your brain notices. Spring is the perfect season for this. It's the season literally built around noticing what's blooming. Let's do that on purpose. I want to give you 3 practices. Each one goes a little deeper than the last. During that hard season that I mentioned, I tried all 3, and each one reached me differently. Practice 1, the bloom list. Instead of a general gratitude list, write down 3 things that are actively growing in your life right now. Not the things that are finished or perfect, the things that are in process, blooming. A relationship that's getting better, a habit that's starting to hold, a feeling of courage that's a little stronger than it was last month. Focusing on growth trains your brain to keep looking for it. And during those hard seasons, it reminds you that something is always moving forward, even when everything feels still. Practice 2, the letter unset. I want you to think of someone who helped you through a hard time. Recently or years ago, write them a letter you may never send. Be specific. Tell them exactly what they did and exactly what it meant to you. I wrote to a woman who showed me kindness at a time when I had stopped expecting it. And I felt truly grateful in that hour than I had in months. You don't have to send the letter, but write it. Your heart needs it. Practice 3, daily noticing. Once a day, choose one small, ordinary thing and actually receive it. A patch of sunlight on the floor, the first sip of something warm, a stranger who held the door. Instead of just registering it and moving on, pause for 5 seconds and let yourself feel grateful for it. This sounds almost too simple, but this is the one that built what I call gratitude reflex. The one that made me start noticing beauty without even trying. That's when you know the practice is working. Let me do a bloom list for you right now. In this season of my life, not a polished version. This community is blooming. Every time someone tells me that something I said reached them at that exact right moment, I feel it. That is something I do not take lightly. For a long time, I was too afraid to make any of this public. The fact that I did, and it's landing with people, going through real things, I'm truly grateful. My relationship with uncertainty is blooming. I used to need everything planned, control, know it in advance. Anxiety will do that to you. I'm slowly, and I mean slowly, learning to be okay with not knowing what comes next. That's growth that took years and is still isn't finished. But it's blooming. My mornings are blooming. I started to protect the first 5 minutes of my day from my phone, from the news, from everyone else's agenda. That quiet, it changed the texture of my days. Small habit, big bloom. Now it is your turn. Drop one thing that's blooming in your life right now in the comments below. Even if it's tiny, especially if it's tiny. Can't wait to read them. Gratitude didn't fix my hard season. It didn't make the hard times stop being hard, but it kept me from drowning in them. It kept showing me that even in the middle of something difficult, there was still something worth noticing, something worth receiving, something worth being grateful for. That, for me, was everything. If today reached you, please give it a like and share it with someone who's in a season where gratitude feels hard. They might need this the most. Subscribe if you haven't, and also hit that notification bell so you're here every week. And come back next week because we are going to be talking about habits and routines that make all of this actually stick in your real, busy, imperfect life. I'll see you then, you amazing people.